All right. We are back again. Welcome to my channel. I go by the name Mark Days. This is kind of another Mark in the Manosphere episode, but it's more tied in with business and kind of just lifestyle from the OG Kevin Samuels. He has a lot of videos that people don't know about that were really helpful to people. And people tend to overlook those because they're angry about the truths that he delivered to modern women who were living in delusion and not living in reality. So anyway, we're going to get into this one where he talks about embracing being arrogant. As always, shout out to today's sponsor, Coffee Mobile, KOFFEEMOBILE, my company, where we buy used technology from corporations and individuals, phones, tablets, laptops, pretty much anything you can think of. Go ahead and hit up coffeemobile.com. That's coffee with a K, and get a free quote. So let's get into this video, man, because I found this video extremely helpful the first time I saw it. I want people to pay attention to this. I believe this can benefit both men and women.
Embrace it. Embrace it all, because understand something. If you want to be a CIA man, a confident, intelligent, and assertive guy, understand something. You are going to be insulted because you're a winner. Winners always get insulted by losers. They're going to call you arrogant. They're going to call you condescending. They're going to call you, they're going to throw a bunch of insults at you, but what they're not going to do is they're not going to be able to beat you. It is going to dog it. Anytime someone is a winner, they have haters. Name me how many people hate Tom Brady and the Patriots. But you know who doesn't hate them? Patriots fans. People hate the Dallas Cowboys because they're called America's team. All winners have haters. Now, we understand that at the high levels, as sports and entertainment, but here in the middle levels, trying to get to the elite levels and to the top 10%, I need you guys to understand something. People are going to come at you. They're going to say, like I said, one of the biggest ones they're going to call you is you're full of yourself. You think you're so this, you think you're so that. You know who's going to say that? People who are trying to keep you down. They're not telling you that because they think less of you. They're telling you that because you have the nerve to believe in yourself and stand on what it is you believe. You're going to have men throw it at you, but what you're not going to have is some guy who's above you or better than you throwing it at you. You're never going to have somebody that you're trying to compete with saying you're arrogant. You're going to say, all right, that's what I mean. Do it. Be courageous. Push, push, push. That's right. Matter of fact, you're going to have winning kind of guys be like, yeah, do that, do that. You know the guys who are going to throw it at you? The guys who don't want to do the work. Guys that don't want you to make it so hard for them. Then, of course, they're going to call you all these things. Look at him. Right. You're over there trying to be opportunistic, and you're over there trying to schmooze, and you're over there trying to glad hand. I'm going to keep it real. It's always the keep it real dudes. What they're really saying is, I want you to stay down here. I don't want you to shine so bright it makes it hot on me. Could you not be so good? Could you not shine so bright? Could you not make me look like I'm just average and mediocre? That's what's at the basis of all this other kind of stuff. And I get so tired of guys who are smart, who are accomplished, who are capable, who have the stuff that it takes, dumbing themselves down to make other people feel better. Listen to me when I tell you this. Man, there have been so many times that guys have thought, if I just failed, they'd like me more. And what you're going to find is if you fail, you become just like the people that you think would like you more. They're going to still not like you. Matter of fact, they're going to resent you. They're going to say, look, I understand why I'm a failure. I understand why I didn't do it, but look, he had all these opportunities. He ended up right here. You don't do them any favors by failing. You know what you do? You go ahead and become the man you need to be. You go ahead and get up to the top of the top, the tippy top. You get your name up on Mount Rushmore. You climb Everest. You make as much. You go as high. You go as far as you can, and let the haters stand outside and call you whatever outside of the gates. That's right, outside the gates of your mansion, outside, while you're flying on your G6, let them call you all that crap from coach or on the bus. I'm a firm believer in this. That's why I was going to make notes on this, but I'm sorry. I'm just going off the cuff because I have seen this stuff so much in my life. I've had the people throw stuff like that at me, but you know what? I've never had somebody doing better than me call me any of this stuff. And it's one of the few things that you can rest assured that if you want to be better than 90% of people, you're going to have people throw shit at you. They're going to do it. They're going to do it, especially the men that you are beating. Now, let's flip it up. The women that say it, they don't understand why. Why they're saying it? Because you make it harder for them to actually keep your attention. Oh, did I say that out loud? See, I've never had a woman call me arrogant, or take that back. Take it back. Let me not be hyperbolic. Arrogant is a compliment for most women. Arrogant is a compliment for most women because it's like, damn, you got balls. You have courage. You actually have the courage of your convictions. You have enough to stand on it and say it directly to their face and not flinch. So embrace it. Embrace the arrogance. What's the difference between cocky and confidence? It's not bragging if it's true. If you're a winner, you're a winner. It's not bragging. Difference between cocky and confidence, I look at it, you can be cocky when you have the confidence that you know you're going to put the work in to get it done. There's one thing to sit around and talk about something and you don't have the work, the hashtag show your work, you don't have the receipts, you don't have the numbers, you don't have the facts, you don't have the data, you just have the belief in yourself. Well, I'm still a proponent for that because here's the thing, only you know whether or not you're going to do the work. But if you can say you're going to do great things, you're going to be great because you know that you're going to do the work, then do it. Say it. Say it and make it and put the pressure on yourself. Put the pressure on yourself to hold yourself accountable. So when you do make the result, when you accomplish what it is you say you're going to accomplish, nobody can say anything other than he may be arrogant, he may be cocky, he may be this. Yeah, but he also got it done. He delivered. Don't have to like him, but there's the result. So that's why I love this whole business of image. It's about outcomes. It ain't bragging if it's true. So like I say, embrace the arrogance. You might as well go ahead and get to learn to like it, learn to love it. Because you do no one any favors by saying, you know what, I'm going to dim my light. I'm not going to wear my suit on Saturday. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to dress better. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Matter of fact, I'll just sit around here and be like everybody else. Then they'll like me more. No, they won't. They won't like you anymore. And you won't like yourself anymore either because you know good and doggone well you're cheating yourself. I don't want you to cheat yourself to make somebody else feel comfortable. I want you to make your competition sweat. I want you to make it hard on your competition. I want you to make it hard on the women who want to be in your life. Because if you're going to win, you're going to get out there and do what it takes to succeed. And I want you to get all the results. What do you think? People out here that are millionaires and billionaires, people who are rich and wealthy, what do you think they do? They still eat. Well, you know what? I'm gonna eat Spam. I'm eat peanut butter and jelly because I don't want to forget that mess. Many people don't know how rich and wealthy people actually live, but I tell you what, they don't live worrying about what people who have less than them think about them. They really don't. They may say it in public, but they don't. Tywin Lannister, the lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep. What do you want to be? If you want to be a lion, guess what? You're going to have to eat some sheep. You're going to have to eat a whole bunch of stuff, and none of your prey likes to be eaten. What are you going to do? Become a vegetarian? Go eat some grass? Go be nice to it, talk to it, man, be a lion. Do what you have to do. Embrace the arrogance. It's one of your superpowers. Peace.
Man,
hey, guys.
I mean, he kicked so many bars. The amount of bars he kicked is just, man, it's too many to count, but he's 100% right, dog. When I saw that video a while ago, I looked at that video and said, man, I had to ask myself the question, have I been a person that's been dumbing myself down or dimming my light to make other people comfortable? You know, you'll know who you are too, because it's almost like you can do no right. No matter what you do, whether you are quiet, someone will find a reason to have problems with that. Whether you're loud, someone's going to have a reason to have a problem with that. Whether you pick your words carefully and speak, you know, you vocalize yourself and it's sparse, it's not even consistent, someone's going to have a problem with that. So the bottom line, the whole gist of it is the idea of being comfortable, being arrogant. You know, again, to me, being arrogant, my definition is confidence without a reason. You know, that's being cocky. But here he's defining it as people's perception of you being arrogant. You have to embrace the fact that people are going to perceive you as arrogant. Anytime you strike out, just trying to do better for yourself. You know, you stuck in the hood. You're good at something. People hating on it. Even if they're not forthcoming and outright with it and overt with it, they're covertly hating in the corner. I was a producer for many years. As you see, I still got a little bit of equipment, whatever side this is behind me. I'm still nice with it. People were hating in. I used to be a battle rapper, was dead nice with it. People were hating in. Anytime people see you as a threat or they have this perception of you to where they believe you don't deserve whatever it is you're going after, and it's just a self-reflection. It's a reflection of themselves. They know they don't deserve what you're going after. They know they don't have any business trying to do what you're doing because they have no talents. They have no skills. Or they simply are jealous because they're so busy looking at you. They haven't discovered their own lane. Whatever it might be, you're always going to have those people who are hating for no reason, calling you arrogant, calling you cocky, calling you this. Why am I cocky? Because I won't allow you to play games with me? Yeah, my bad. My baby came up into space and decided he was going to pull up to the scene, so I had to kick him out real quick. But, people are just going to be upset, man, no matter what you do. And it's funny, you got to be careful because the way people are they'll frame it as if it's something wrong with you. I remember when I was making a lot of beats and, I used to rap and all this good stuff and I wasn't bad at it. I had so many people telling me, yo, man, you don't rap. You need to stick to making beats, unsolicited opinions. And then I would go around somebody else and they'll hear me rap and be like, yo, I need you on a song, bro. You crazy. I had to get to thinking like, what's really up with people for real? What are people really up to for real? What are they trying to keep me from? What are people trying to scam you out of? What destiny that awaits you are people trying to derail you from? Like, they don't want you to reach that destination. You have to ask yourself these questions. And it's usually the people closest to you. A lot of the times it is strangers, but it's going to be fake friends. It's going to be family, co-workers. You're going for a promotion at your job. They trying to hate you out the spot. Your manager's jealous of you because they lazy and they broken bums and they could be easily replaced. It's anything. It doesn't matter if you're walking down the street with a nice looking girl, they hating on that. You got a new haircut. They hating on that. You got a decent car. They mad at that. You're moving up in the world. You don't live in the projects no more. They upset at that. And the bottom line of these people is they're just unhappy. They've quit for chasing and trying to fulfill their own dreams. So they're mad at anyone that they see putting themselves on a better trajectory. And there's nothing you can do about that. So I totally agree with Kevin when he says embrace being arrogant. Let people talk about you, dog. Now in the black community, you got to be careful because our community is one of the most low down communities when it comes to hate. Haters will kill you in our community. Look what they did to Nipsey Hussle. Look what they did to Pop Smoke. Look what they did to all these individuals who were coming up in our community and they just ended up dead. All because some haters were mad that they were having success, So be careful in our community. You better be armed and ready. You better be ready to stand your ground when you go for yours, at least until you're able to remove yourself out of that environment and get in a better environment where you don't have to worry about that. And then you got a different set of haters waiting for you on that side that don't look like you, right? If you're a black man, and as a man in general, just be prepared for hate. Women too, be prepared for hate because it's going down like that. Anyway, Marking the Manosphere episode, whatever. I have no clue at this point. Shout out to the OG Kevin Samuels, man. May he rest up. Going too soon, in my opinion. Huge loss for the community. Hopefully his message still spreads. God bless y'all. Peace be unto y'all. Again, shout out to the sponsor, Coffee Mobile. And, let's get to it, man. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Stop playing out here, man. Let's get to it completely and fully and reach our full potential. God bless. Peace be unto you. I'm out of here, man. Mark Days signing off.